Thank you so much, Craig, and nice job calling those highlights. Finally, the rain let up in Charlotte, but I'll tell you something, for 4 quarters, the Mississippi State offense never let up, never took their foot off the gas. Would you like to venture a guess at who the head coach is? Just throw a name out there.
I don't even have a good guess. I don't know a lot of college coaches, so who is it?
It's Dan Mullen, is the head coach of the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Chris.
No, it's not Chris Mullen. It's Dan Mullen, their head coach. But guess what? You're a good sport, Rashawn, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Quarterback Jack Abraham had 265 yards passing and 2 touchdowns in that first quarter alone. We thought we were on our way to a shootout. There's the flag right behind me. Excuse me, young lady. I'm doing live TV. God bless you. Okay, so the Ole Miss Rebels begin practicing for the Sugar Bowl tomorrow afternoon. We learned today that the status of one of their best players is up in the air. An Atlanta television station was the first to report that defensive lineman Robert Nkemdiche fell 15 feet from this Atlanta hotel. Now an update on Ole Miss defensive lineman Robert Nkemdiche. The internet went crazy when this photo of Nkemdiche wielding a saxophone surfaced on his Instagram account. 5 days after nearly falling to his death at an Atlanta hotel, Big Bob paid the Ground Zero Blues Club in Clarksdale a visit. Ground Zero is owned by Morgan Freeman. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Tonight, I'd like to introduce you to a young lady who means as much to her village as her village means to her. It's a late Friday afternoon in Jumpertown. By 7 o'clock, these bleachers will be filled for the Cardinals' big senior night matchup against county rival Wheeler. 2 hours before tip-off, the cheerleaders practice to iron out their routines for the night. One of the cheerleaders stands out. 15-year-old Gabby Burns has always been different, not by choice, but by something out of her control.
She is classic Down syndrome.
Gabby's parents, Alex and Billy, have never let her disability stop her from what she wants to do. And that includes being a varsity cheerleader for her favorite team.
Her parents came up to me, which I've known them. Alex is a cousin, and known Gabby ever since the day she was born. And they just came up and asked, if it'd be possible that Gabby could be on the cheer squad, because last year at pep rallies and stuff, she'd get out there and do a few cheers with them. And they asked about it. I thought it'd be a great idea, but I would have to run that past Mr. Michaels, the school principal, and went to him. He thought it was a fantastic idea. He was all excited about it.
On this Friday, the girls are working on a new routine, and Gabby is a little lost. But cheer coach Susan Bain isn't worried one bit.
Once we hit that floor, those girls take over, and they get her where she's supposed to be, regardless if it's on in chant line, if we're out in the middle of the floor preparing for a stunt with a cheer. They get her where she's got to go. I don't have to step in there. They take care of business.
True to Susan's words, Gabby nails her part later on that night. Working with Gabby is not always easy for cheer captains Anna Marie Palmer and Mackenzie Stark. But that work has taught them a value not always common among teenagers.
Patience. To have patience with people that doesn't always understand right away.
Palmer and Stark get emotional when talking about what Gabby means to them.
She makes everybody happier. She's very loved.
She's very loving.
Gabby's love for cheerleading and her hometown team is undeniable. Watch how she lights up when you ask her who her favorite player is. Who's your favorite player?
Tyler Moore.
Gabby also has a favorite cheer, and it goes a little something like this.
Roll it and shake it. Victory, let's take it.
Not bad, huh? Now watch how well she does the same cheer during showtime with a packed house watching.
Roll it and shake it. Victory, let's take it.
Remember her favorite player, Tyler Moore? He had a big game in Jumpertown's 64-56 win over Wheeler. At her core, Gabby Burns is a natural performer. But what does her dad say she wants most?
She just wants to be treated like everybody else. It's nothing special. Just be part of the family.